Okay, part 2. It's pretty much 5 seconds later from when my other video left off. Uh, yeah. So, what was I talking about? Oh, fun kids. Yeah. So the elementary school kids are a lot of fun. But you have to wash your hands a lot. Remember that? If you have elementary school students, you should know that. It's not just in Japan. It's everywhere. Elementary school kids are dirty. So I wash my hands a lot. Because I was already sick, and I'm trying to avoid getting sick again. Because now other people are getting sick. So it's just, we're all going to get sick. We hang out with kids all the time. What are you going to expect? Okay, next question is, do you team teach at all? Yes, I do. Mostly in my junior high classes. At my main one, the teachers are really, really busy all the time. They're always like running around and working. So they kind of ask me to do more. Sorry, my foot's falling asleep. They ask me to do more than my other schools, just to make the lessons more exciting, and just because they're so busy. So that's what I'm doing, that Mario thing that I mentioned in the other video. That's for that school, my really big one. So they give me time. It's usually like the beginning of class, we'll do my activity, because mine are usually more like the fun things. Not that their classes aren't fun, but it's just like they're doing the actual teaching, and I'm supposed to make it a little more exciting for the kids. So we usually do that at the beginning of the class, and then we get to like the grammar points and the new vocabulary. So the kids are usually in a better mood when that part comes, because of the activities that I do. That sounds really kind of like, oh, I'm so awesome, I make everything fun. Not trying to make it sound like that. Sorry, my foot's really asleep. Awkward. Okay. Trying to avoid awkwardness didn't work. Okay, the next question was, are you making lesson plans? Yeah, just mainly the activities we plan. The teachers send me lesson plans. Let me see. Oh, yeah, I have one here. These are the faxes that I get, and they have like all the periods of the day on here. I think this is backwards, but you get the idea. And this, like, these are the 2 classes I taught that day, and it just has like what lesson we're doing, and then on the bottom the teachers write any comments, like anything they want me to do, anything they want me to prepare. And I get these from every single school, so that's really awesome, because otherwise I'm just sitting there worrying, like, what am I going to do? What if I have to plan something in 5 minutes? But luckily that hasn't happened to me yet. Yeah. So, okay, next question. Do you mainly hang out with coworkers or other jets? My coworkers in general are all older than me, and they have families, and they work a lot. When we have office days, they're always there before us, and they always stay after we leave, because we technically have to work from 8:30 until 4:15 every day. So we get to the office at 8:30 on our office days, and everyone's already hard at work. I think they get there at like 7 o'clock, and we leave at 4:15, and everyone's still there. Most of the people don't even leave for lunch. Like, we have an hour for lunch, but a lot of people work through lunch in our office. They bring their lunch to the office, or they don't eat at all. So they're really busy all the time. Most of them can't speak English. We don't, like, hang out after work, really. 'Cause most of them have families, and they're, like, older than us. We have work parties, though, which are called enkais. We've only had one so far, which was the welcome party for the new ALTs. It was pretty fun. Everyone kind of loosens up, because they don't really talk to us when we're in the office, because they're so busy, and because most of us can't speak Japanese. There's a few who can, which is awesome. But at the Enkai is where you learn that most of them can speak more English than you thought. I mean, they probably, it's funny because we're trying to, like, communicate with them. Not in the office, but at the Enkai it was funny, because it's like, we're trying to think of the right words, and it's really funny. Like, me trying to throw out the few Japanese words that I know, and they know a few English words. It was really cool though, because I didn't think that many of them could speak English, but I had some really fun conversations at the Enkai. So I guess they have Enkais a lot. They have like the welcome parties. They have leaving parties in March, I think, because the school year ends in April. So they always have new people, because teachers are transferred around the prefecture. Like you're supposed to, I think the average is like 3 years in one place, and then they can move you to wherever, like anywhere around the prefecture, and you just get a couple weeks notice. So I think around March or April they have leaving parties for the people who get transferred to a different city, and then after that we have welcome parties for the new people that are replacing them. And teachers also get sent to islands a lot. They have to, I think for a year they have to work on an island, because there's a lot of islands on Kyushu. They go like all the way down to the end of Japan, because Kyushu is the southern island, and most of the islands belong to Kagoshima Prefecture. So the teachers in Kagoshima have to work on the islands. So it's kind of similar to the military, I guess, where you get transferred a lot. And it kind of sucks, but it comes with the territory, I suppose. So yeah, mostly we hang out with other Jets. I have a few Japanese friends, which is cool, and they all speak English, which is extremely helpful. They're all really good, too. Like, I'm extremely impressed with their ability, just because I am really bad with Japanese, so they're really fun. We hang out with a couple of the JTEs, which is the Japanese teacher of English. So some of the younger girls we work with, we hang out with them. And then we have, the Jet community is really, really tight-knit. Like, we have Facebook groups for everything. There's events all the time. People are planning things. There's already several Halloween parties that I know of. People just plan things all the time. And honestly, traveling around Kagoshima isn't that hard, because I have a car, which is cool. But if you're willing to drive kind of like an hour, you can get to a lot of different places. A little give or take an hour. So that's cool. Like, because Kanoya is on the Osumi Peninsula, which is the eastern side of the bottom of Kyushu. Yeah, Kagoshima is on the bottom of Kyushu Island, and Kanoya is on the eastern peninsula. And then Kagoshima City is on the other peninsula. I'm not entirely sure what that one's called, because I don't live on that side. But it takes about an hour to drive from Kanoya to Sakurajima, which is the volcano, and there's a ferry from Sakurajima to Kagoshima City. And that takes about 15 minutes to get to the city. So it's really not bad. Like last week we left after work, and we got to this, well, we left a little later after work. We got to the city around 9 o'clock, and we hung out that night, and we stayed overnight, and then we spent all Saturday shopping in Tenmonkan, which is the shopping area. And then we also have Kirishima, which is at the top of, sorry, I have a map over there. It's at the top of the bay. I don't even know what it's called. But it's like, okay, Kanoya is here, the city's here, Kagoshima City, we call it the city, and then Kirishima is up at the top. It looks like legs, so they call Kirishima's like on the crotch of Kagoshima. That's what they call it. I think that's going to be backwards, because my video is backwards. But yeah, Kanoya is on the eastern side, and Kagoshima City is on the western side, and then Kirishima is up at the top, and then there's like Kajiki and Kokobu surrounding Kirishima. And Kirishima is a little more than an hour to drive from Kanoya. And then we have like Shibushi is to the east of Kanoya. It's on the ocean side, so it's right over by the Pacific Ocean. And